Welcome back to Superstarglam and welcome to today's video. My name is Janice and in today's video I am creating a look and doing my review on the Physicians Formula Butter collection and Casey Holmes collab. I've definitely been a fan and been a subscriber of hers for a really long time. Yeah, probably from the beginning of my YouTube channel. I love her. I love how down to earth she is. And I feel that all the collabs that she's come out so far are so true to herself and so genuine. It's not like she's collabing and creating things that are ridiculous or, you know, trendy just to sell products. Like, I think that she really does put in a lot of thought behind her collabs with every single one. At this point, I think this is my first of her collabs that I've picked up, and I'm really excited because I do already know I love Physician Formula products, so I can't wait to show you me create this look and then give you my final thoughts at the end. So before we jump into that, you know the drill. If you haven't yet subscribed, then what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that little button down below and become part of the Superstarglam squad family. Also, while you're there, click the little bell, the notification bell. That way you are alerted every time I upload a video. And now, if you're interested to see me create a look using this palette, then just keep watching. So this is what the packaging looks like. This is what it looks like from behind. And this is what the inside looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get most of my face products done before I dive into that palette. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Butter Bronzer in Deep Bronzer from the set. And I'm using the the Wet n Wild P53 bronzing brush. And I don't think I've ever tried the deep bronzer. I think I have just the bronzing shade, which I do love. So this is my first time trying the deep shade, which I can already say that I'm gonna like this, because with the regular one, the regular shade bronzer, I really have to work it in and add like multiple layers of it just so that it appears on my skin tone. But I really like, one of my favorite bronzers, or some of my favorite bronzers, do come from Physicians Formula. I think they make one of the best bronzers in terms of the tones that they have for them. They're not too orange or too red tone, and then the formula makes it seamless, almost appear airbrushed on the face. I don't have any problems with the formula from the powders from Physicians Formula. So I'm interested to try this. It's the Butter Blush in Copper Cabana, and it has a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna apply it with this Morphe E4 angled blush brush. And that's such a pretty shade. If you were using this as an everyday blush, you wouldn't even need to go in with highlight. It gives you like this nice healthy sheen. I like it, and the shade is really pretty. I would say go in with a light hand and then build it up to your likeness intensity wise. I'm just going over the edges with a dual fiber brush. And for the highlight, the butter highlight, the shade name is called Peachy, or just Peachy. It's interesting because although I know that the deep bronzer shade of the butter bronzer is already an existing product, I've never seen the blush in Copacabana, but it does say for the highlighter that this is a limited edition highlight just that she curated specifically for this collaboration, as well as I'm assuming the eyeshadow quad that's included as well, because those are the ones that say limited edition. Oh no, and the lip product. And I did already pick up a set of this in the past of the launches that they've had previously, the whole collection of the butter, what is it, the butter line. And I did get also a little mini perfume. Let me check. Oh, so it is the same thing. It's the same shade, the Butter Paradise. So now I have two. Okay, for the highlight, I'm gonna take this Real Techniques brush. It's called the setting brush. Ooh, that is so pretty. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting it to be a little bit more muted, but it is really good. The only thing I have to say is that if you don't like highlights with flecks of glitter, then you might not like this one because it is leaving a little bit of traces of glitter, but this also could be just the overspray that I am adding, so I'm not sure, but I don't mind it. I'm loving the shade, and I'm loving the intensity that it's giving me. I went ahead and kind of swirled it a bit to see if I can. No, I think it's gonna be a flecks of glitter all around, but I can totally see this working like when you got a tan on, and it just gives you the right amount of dewiness. Probably not gonna like it on my nose. Now I'm just going to prime my eyes, and I'm just going to use MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Okay, so there's 3 mattes and 1 shimmer. The shimmer is that beautiful forest green shade, and the shade names are called Do Not Disturb, No Filter, Tropic Like It's Hot, and Palms. And I'm just going to give you a quick swatch of them. Okay, the green shade feels a little dry, and I did have to dip it a few times. But this is the swatches. I'm gonna take Do Not Disturb and set the lid. Wow, this is a really nice bright matte shade. I like it. I like it for the brow bone also, so I'm going to go in heavy-handed on the brow bone. Okay, I'm gonna take the MAC 217, and I'm gonna start off with Tropic Like It's Hot. That picked up a lot of, that's a lot of product it does get really messy. Like there is a lot of kickoff. So that's why I recommend that you tap your brush every time you go in with the color. And I'm going to first tap it. I'm going to start it off here in the outer corner. The next shade I'm going to dip into is No Filter. And I'm just going to lightly apply it to my brush and tap off the excess. And I'm going to work it on the edges, the top edges of that other shade we applied, and then slowly bring it to the inner part of the eye. They blend out so nicely, so pretty and effortlessly. I'm gonna dip into Tropic Like It's Hot just to re-intensify the outer. What's also amazing about this whole collection of face and eyes product is that they're all kind of harmonious in terms of like colors. So although we only have 4 shades of eyeshadows, you're not really that limited, because you would look at that and you would think, well, there's a transition shade missing, but really you can go in with your bronzer and use that as a transition color. And then if you wanted like a shimmery lid color, you can totally use the highlight shade. So you're really not that limited if you are open to using all of the products together to work for you. And that's actually what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put the Just Peachy highlighter shade in the inner corner. I think it's going to look really, really nicely. And to help blend out the crease area, just to give it a more seamless look, I am going to take the bronzer shade, and I'm using this fluffy brush. It's the Morphe M441, and I'm just gonna pop this right at the top to help blend everything out. Yeah, that worked nicely for sure. That looks so pretty. With a flat definer brush, I'm going to take Tropic Like It's Hot, and I'm going to bring it to the bottom outer just to deepen that up. And then for the highlight, I'm going to take this like flat brush, and this is so pigmented. So I'm going to apply it to the inner lid. Wow, this is beautiful. Oh, I really like it as a lid shade. Those flecks of glitter help it look so bright and shiny. I'm gonna take a Tropic Like It's Hot again. I'm just going to re-intensify that outer shade and deepen it up. With a smaller, round, fluffy brush, I'm going to take No Filter, and I'm just going to use this to go over the edges to make sure that this is blended out. I'm also blending out the bottom. I'm going to go back with that fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go over the edges. I'm not putting any more product also with the flat brush that I use for the shimmer shade. I'm not putting any more product either, but I'm just tapping the edges. I just want it to be a seamless blend. And then for the inner part, I want it to take that Palms shade. I'm taking this mini angled brush. It's from Luxie brushes. This is the one that I found a little bit drier, so this one doesn't have kickoff like the other ones do. So I'm hoping that I got enough on the brush. Oh yeah, it works really good. This one probably would work best perhaps with a wet brush. This is dry, so I'm gonna do this layer dry, and then I'm gonna go in with the brush wet. Okay, now I'm gonna wet the brush. Yeah, it definitely works better wet. That's so pretty. I don't think I'm going to apply falsies, so I'm just gonna coat my lashes and do my eyebrows, and then I'll come back to finish off the look with the lip product. Okay, I'm gonna line my lips, and I'm gonna use the LA Girl Endless Semi-Permanent Auto Lip Liner in Cocoa. And this is another product that I've never tried from this brand, so I'm assuming it's gonna be a little bit sheer. It's called Pop the Bubbly. Yeah, this is definitely like a moisturizing tinted balm. It's really, really pretty. I think that on me it just looks really glossy, but it does have kind of like a metallic shift. So I think on maybe other skin tones it might look a little more metallic looking. I can totally see me using this in the summer when all you want is like a tinted sheen to your lips, but I really, really do like it. And that's pretty much it. This is the final look using all the products from this collection. I think she did a really good job with curating this whole set. All the shades, all the products in here work really, really nicely together. Like I said, even if you were limited to the eyeshadow colors, you could always use and multi-purpose the face products as well. I can totally see that that blush shade, the Copper Cabana, I think it's called, adding it all over the lid. I think that would look really, really nicely. But as a blush, I really, really loved it. I think it it brings out a really nice shade. And like I said, you didn't even have to use a highlight to give you that like lit within shade. The only thing I'm going to add that I didn't add was the inner corner highlight. I'm just going to add just a tiny bit. As an overall palette, I really, really do love it. I love the colors that she chose. The warm tones, I think, just these are shades that a lot of people gear towards. It is so like her. It is something that I feel kept it true to herself. And the only thing that I'm going to nitpick about this is the fact that it's a very bulky packaging. I don't know. I don't see myself traveling with this bulky. That's the only thing I would complain about. I wonder if I can depot these. I will have to figure that out because I would definitely want to keep it in a smaller condensed packaging instead of traveling with the whole box. Anyways, that would be my only complaint is the bulky packaging. But like I said, it is cute. I love I can't think of it, but I love it. I love how It incorporates the palm trees and everything. But like I said, for me, this is probably going to be something I'm going to love and reach for in the summer, because these are definitely my tones. The highlight, the bronzer, I definitely recommend that you pick it up. I just love a physician's formula. I think that their powders just blend so nicely. If your issue with products is all the fallout, then you might not like this quality, because it is such soft powders that they do create a lot of fallout. It does get really messy in this palette. You have to keep dusting it off and tap off your products to avoid all the fallout. But that's pretty much all I would have to nitpick on these products. Other than that, I think it's beautifully curated. I think all the products work really, really nicely. And like I said, I see myself continuing to use this, and definitely going to get much use in the summer for sure. Other than that, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment section if you're interested in picking up this collection. I'll definitely put a link down in the description box if you are interested in it. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Bye.